I get asked this question all the time when I meet homeowners. What advice and tips can you give me that will add the most value to my house when I'm selling? It's a $1 million question, so let's find out. Hi, JamesYou with Think Real Estate here. Alright, so you're thinking about selling your house and you have a little bit of a budget, but you're not sure where to spend it on? In this video, I'm going to cover 6 tips that you can do to prepare your house for the market. These tips will not only help you stand out in the market, but ultimately bring the most money into your pocket. Sound good, right? Number 1, declutter and deep cleaning. I like to say clutter eats equity and less is more. If your home is 2,000 square foot, we want to make it feel like it's 2,500 square foot. If it's too full, then it's gonna feel like 1,500 square foot. When buyers are looking at homes and comparing different homes that they see, if they feel the house is neat, clean, well taken care of, and it flows well, chances are that they're gonna select your home. I like to also recommend renting a pod. These are portable storage unit where you could temporarily store your personal stuff and declutter your house, clear out rooms and store furniture into these small containers while you get your house ready for the market. Number 2, landscaping. Doesn't mean that you have to spend a ton of money on landscaping, go all out or anything like that. But if you could simply just trim, your bushes, trim your trees, trim your shrubs, and also doing some power wash in the exterior, it could go a long way. This will definitely add a lot of curb appeal to your house and leave a great first impression when buyers come. Number 3 is painting. Painting by far yields the most return on investment. Try picking out a color that is neutral and easy. Don't go anything crazy. I always like to recommend going white, and some of my favorite colors are pure white and Swiss coffee. If you paint the interior all white, it makes the house feel a lot more open and bright and airy. Number 4 is flooring. If you have old carpets, either replace them or do a deep clean so it looks fresh and nice and new. And if you have some budget to work with, consider doing hardwood floorings or doing an engineered flooring. When you run the same floors throughout the whole house, it's gonna make it flow well. It's gonna look a lot more updated versus when you have different floors in different rooms. It's gonna create this sense of choppiness of the house, and it's gonna feel like the house is it's broken into pieces. So you want to make sure, if you have some budget to work with, why not try updating the carpet, replacing the carpet, and adding fresh new floors. And also another option is, if you already have beautiful original hardwood floors, you could also do refinish of these, which is very popular in this current market. So number 5, kitchen and bath. Alright, so you could actually go really high end and spend a ton of money on these kitchen and bathroom remodel, but at the end of the day, you're just trying to sell, make the house look more updated and modern. There's simple ways that you could achieve this. It could simply be changing out the hardware, the knobs, and also freshening up the cabinets by painting it. And if you have a little bit of a little more budget to work with, then you could also change out the countertops so the house, the kitchen, and the bathroom looks more current. Last on the list is staging and redesigning. I always like to recommend staging the house when you're trying to sell your house. You're able to showcase different features of the house, and most importantly, when you stage the house, it captures the emotions of the buyers when they walk in. It's really hard for buyers to visualize living at a home when the house is vacant, but when it's staged, they could actually feel at home. Depending on your situation and your budget, you could either do a full staging, partial staging, or redesigning, which is where our designer comes in and uses what you have already, like your current furniture and your personal items, and pretty much recreates the place so that it flows well and captures the emotion of the buyers. Stagers are magicians, and I've seen some major, really crazy makeover in a house through their creativity. So I have a story to tell you guys. It's one of our case studies. We had this house ready for the market. Our client wanted to sell it off market for $1.4 million. The house was in Atwater Village. So the client was willing to sell the house for $1.4 million off market without, prepping the house. So what we did was we brought about 10 to 15 groups of buyers to show the house. The house was very raw, not clean, no new paint. It pretty much, it was obviously vacant, so it didn't really show too well when they came in. And after 10-15 showings, there were no takers for 1.4 million. So my client decided to invest a little bit of money, get it ready for the market. She took our advice with these tips that we gave her. She didn't actually use all of it, but obviously the major ones like staging, painting, landscaping, and things like that. So she spent about $35,000 on staging and getting a house ready for the market. And as a result, we put it on the market, had it on the market for 10 days. And at the end of the day, we ended up getting we had about 15, 16 offers, and the house ended up selling for close to $1.7 million. So if you simply just do the math, that $35,000 ended up yielding about close to $300,000. That's a crazy return on investment, right? Of course, every sale and situation is different, and it's really difficult to tell you exactly dollar for dollar how much return on investment you could expect from doing these improvements. But if you have some flexibility and budget to work with, it's always wise to do some of these improvements. I could guarantee you it will not only help with the sale of your home, but ultimately bring the most money into your pocket. So there you have it. If you're based in Los Angeles County, and if you're thinking about selling your home, but you don't know where to start or who to contact, please feel free to reach out to me. Whether you're a painter, flooring person, or designer, I'll be more than happy to sit down with you and chat and help you with the process.